Now, today's topic is rsync command, right? So what is basically rsync and why we use rsync, right? In last class, we do study about scp command, understand? So if scp command is already there to copy files from one server to another server, why we use this rsync? It's a very common question, right? So basically, rsync is widely used command line tool for efficiently synchronize file and directories between two locations. It's commonly used for the backup, mirroring, and data transfer between two directory or system. rsync is known for the ability to transfer only the difference between the source and destination files, which make a very efficient, especially while dealing with the large file or directory. It uses a delta transfer algorithm to minimize the amount of data transfer sent, basically data sent over the network. So just understand, right? In all right, moving forward with SCP, let's talk about, rsync. Let's talk about the SCP command little bit, right? So in last command, right, when we was doing in last class, SCP. So have you remember when we was trying to transfer file from one server to another server, and when I'm running the same command again and again and again, right? So what it was doing, it was copying all file again and again, right? It was copying every time. Whenever you will run a cp command, it will copy that file again in the destination location. Doesn't matter that file is there or not, right? But this thing will not happen in the rsync. Okay, rsync
Okay.
command is used to copy file or directory from one location to another location on the same system too, and on the remote system too. Means through SCP, you cannot copy file from one location to another location on the same server, right?
Mm-hmm.
But through rsync, you can do the same thing. Means you can use like a cp command also. Rsync command you can use for this like a cp also in an advanced version, right? And also it will only transfer the delta files. Means let's suppose you have your data size of 100 GB, right? And you have copied 100 GB backup from your server to your another server for the backup purpose with scp command. So what it will do, when you will run a scp command, it will copy all 100 GB first time, but when you will run second time, it will also again copy for 100 GB. But when you will use rsync, when you will copy for the first time, it will copy 100 GB. But when you will do rsync again, it will do only, it will sync only file which is modified or updated. Means if there is no modification happened from the last sync, it will not do any transfer. It's very smart. It will not do any transfer. Understand? So what is the benefit in that? What do you think? What is the benefit? The benefit
It
number
will
one.
not allow you to transfer any bad or viruses,
Mhm.
like share those things among your servers.
All right. So the benefit things, if we talk about the benefits, the first thing, it will save your time, right? Second thing, it will reduce your network load. Network load means when you will transfer 100 GB data over the network, because when you will transfer it, it will take just like what load on the network, because it will go through the network only, right? It will create load on the network, right? And also it will just create a multiple copy if we'll use SCP. And if you'll use rsync, it will copy only those files which is actually updated. So immediately it will it will save it, right? And you can track all the files in the log file also. Yeah, of course, in SCP also you can track, but that file size will be very big because it will create log for 100 GB every time. Understand?
Yeah.
These benefits we have for the rsync. So let's see, let's how we can use it and what is the uses of and syntax. The syntax of rsync command is rsync space option source and destination. And one more thing, maybe you will not get rsync command by default on your system. Yeah, rsync is also the default tool of Red Hat only, right? But when you will install very minimal thing, right, you will not install tools and all. So in that case, maybe you will not find rsync command on the server. If you will use very basic, server configuration with basic thing, right, minimal, so it will not install rsync. You have to install rsync from your, you can get rsync from your local DVD, your yum server, whatever, but you can install it. To install rsync command, you have to use yum install space rsync. That's it, rsync, right? Next, so when you will use -a, it will, -a means archive mode. Archive mode means when you will transfer it will preserve the permission, ownership, timestamp, and recursive copies directories. Next, when you will use -v, b means it will show you the verbose method, means it will show you the process. Z for compression. So during the compression, means during the sync of that file, it will compress the data, means it will reduce the data over the network. Means let's suppose you are syncing file 1 GB, and if you use -z, so maybe it can compress that little bit, right? Means 10%, 20%. It's totally depend on the which kind of data you are transferring. If it is text file, it will compress too much, right? Almost you can say 60-70%, right? But if it is image file, if it is any just like that kind of file which where compression is not much, all right? So, but it, you can understand, it will reduce. If it will reduce 10% or 20% also, do you think how much data it will save, right? If you were transferring data through internet, let's suppose on your mobile and you have internet limitation, right? So it will transfer only those data which is actually required. Understand? Hyphen
Yeah.
delete options. So this is the best thing in the rsync. There are a lot of features, right? Hyphen delete means, let's suppose you have created or you are using in the live environment, right? So one folder is there. Someone came and someone delete that file from their current folder, and you are running the backup, live backup, you can say. So when next time backup will happen, it will also delete the extra file which is already available in the destination location, right? Delete external file from the destination directory. This ensures that destination exactly mirror of the source, means it will create a mirror of that folder only. Nothing change. Okay, to be exact. Okay, so -e is used, right? Increase the vulnerability, means it is also you can say it's kind of v kind, -v. -p or -perms means it will preserve the permission. When you will copy data, it will preserve the permission. -P. -P is used to see the progress of that transfer, right? Just like hyphen progress or hyphen p, both you can see hyphen progress is a long options or hyphen p is a short options. So two options is there always for everything. Either you can either mostly either you will use hyphen and then progress, or if you will use shorter form just like hyphen p or all these things. Note, for more option you can do the man page like man rsync. Again you will see so many options, so we cannot talk each and every options in the class, because maybe it will not finish in 10 hours also, right? If you will go with each and every options, but you can go on the terminal and you can simply run man command rsync. So see, we have rsync installed, so you will get options. rsync space hyphen fast vulnerabilities, and then description is also here. Support for copying like device owner group permissions. So many things is there, which is not available on the scp command, right? You cannot preserve all these things, and you will not do can hyphen delete, copy, all these things you cannot do. See, right? So you can go inside this man page and also you can read all these things at least once to understand what other options is there, right? If you want to see. So let's go and do some right examples. So basic local copy, right? Let's suppose copy file and directory from one location to another location on same machine, right? I told you, right? You can use this for copy also. So let's go on the terminal on server one. Here we have ls command. So see, so many file and folder is there. So let's go in where opt, what is there. So here also we have so many things, and ls slash mnt. Here also we have, okay, so anywhere you can do. So let's suppose you want to copy this test1 folder from this location to any other location. So what I can do, rsync, right, space hyphen a for archive, b for, right, verbose means it will show you the process of syncing. So test one, and then I just wanted to sync it on test two, right? Test two. So what it will do, it will create test2 file folder here, and it will copy everything what is available in the test1, right? Same thing, test2, same thing, right? So it's created copy, and also when you copy, it is showing you the incremental data here. So let's see, again run the same command, see what will happen. Sending incremental file list. So the rsync by default use incremental options, right? By default it will use it, doesn't matter how many uh, right you have created, right? Doesn't matter. So let's create one file in test1 again. Touch test1 a.txt. Now run same rsync command. See what will happen. It will only copy that single file. It will not copy the existing file which is already transferred, right? So in that which case, if, see again, let's run not copied, not copied, not copied. Let's suppose I just run touch command again on this a.txt. So when I run the touch command, what happened? It again copied. Why? Because timestamp modification timestamp is changed for this text, right? So rsync will assume that this file have the timestamp for this file, modification timestamp is changed for this file. So this file will be treated as modified. So it will consider that file again and copy again on the remote location. Understand?
Mm.
So this is the way. And now, if we use, let's suppose A only. So what is happening? See, you are not getting any output. Let's do touch again and run copy without V and see, nothing is showing. Means it will not show you any process or anything what is happening in the background if you will not use V options. V options. Okay. Okay. Next, copy local file with progress. So local file with progress means, let's suppose you want to see how much data got transferred. So du hyphen as such, let's see, we have anything, the bigger file, so that we can see. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's create one temporary big file, right? So let me just write the command cd swap. So okay, okay. So let's suppose let me check we have space or not. So we have 6 GB space. Okay. So I'm just creating a big file. Big file means a dd command is used to create a big file. So there are so many use of dd command, right? So we can cover it some other day, right? So I have created one file with the name of swap file, and which file size is du hyphen ss 2 GB now. See, it's 2 GB blank file, right? Size of this file is 2 GB, but it is blank only. Nothing is there, no data, nothing is there. Okay, but size is big. Let's suppose I just wanted to copy this file from one location to another location. So what will happen? rsync space hyphen a, right? And then and if we'll use hyphen progress, like just like we have given here, right? Command hyphen progress, right? Or hyphen capital P. Any options you can use, or either you can use hyphen P like this, and then mnt swap file. Let's copy it on opt. So what will happen? It will show you the progress here, right? See how much time it will take, what is the data copy speed, right? That's done. So it shows you here all the options progress, right? So that's called hyphen P. Understand? Now, copy to remote search, right? So again, if you want to copy any file from one location to another location, options are almost same like SCP, but command are different. So let's do the same thing. rsync space hyphen abp. If we use hyphen p and the copy file one location to another location. So what you want to copy? See here, let's suppose this deploy.sh, right? This file I just wanted to copy from this location to remote server. So again, on remote server, we don't have a root access. We have already blocked it in last class, right? So let's use the local user. So either you should have a password or either you should have a key. So let's do one thing. Let's set password on that also. Okay, passwd ns cloud password red hat. Okay, so we have set a password also. So deploy ns cloud as the rate 192.168.1.14 :mnt. So we just copied this deploy.sh in mnt folder. So see, It will ask you the password and it will just copy it. So what it is saying, deploy.sh permission deny. So the great thing, again, you get one more issue here. So why it is saying permission deny? See, you will face this issue. It is saying permission deny rsync. Why? Because this nscloud, this user, we are trying to copy this file with this user. So on that server, this user privilege will be applied. So let's see on the remote server. What is the permission on remote server? What permission is there? So let's run check command ssh space ls-ld/mnt and see what is the permission there. So what permission is there on mnt folder on this server? So this is also, you can use ssh command to run remote, remote job and remote command also. Okay. Just like I don't want to log in on server 2, but I just wanted to run command on the server 2. So I can simply run the command like this. Okay. So what is the permission? See, root permission is there on this mnt folder. So who can save permission file inside this mnt? Only root, right? Because user owner is root and group owner is also root. And so what you have to do, either you change the permission on this mnt folder or either you change the root. So let's do one thing here, change the permission. So let's change the permission here on second server, chmod 777/mnt. So now we have 777 permission on mnt, means it will do ls-ld/mnt. Now we have full permission. Full permission means except root user, root group, anyone else can write file inside this mnt folder, right? So let's go and run sync command again and see the difference. Okay, deploy.sh, red hat. See, now this time this deploy.sh got synced here, right? ls/mnt. See, this deploy.sh is here. Understand?
Yeah.
Now go on chat. Exclude file and directory. Just like you want to copy file, but you want to exclude some things, right? For example, from rsync here, see ls, we have so many file folder in which folder? Root folder, right? So from this root, I just wanted to create a copy of this root folder, right, on my remote server. So what I can do? Again, here, I can type root and then I can run the same command from here. /root. So this root, I just wanted to copy here. And I don't want to copy this test folder, right? Or ip.txt.gz. I don't want to copy this one. I only want to copy those folder which is required, not all the folders. Understand? In that,
Yeah.
what I can do, I can exclude that files. I can exclude that files. How I can exclude? All right. -exclude exclude, and then you can define is equal to that file name, right? Let's suppose this is the file name. I don't want to copy this file. And if you want to define multiple file and folder, you can type multiple time -exclude is equal to this test folder, right? Like this. Understand?
Yeah.
Slash and then inverted comma. You can also close it if you want through inverted comma.
These
Right?
are the things that makes it a bit difficult. Like if you miss any symbol or
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I like, see, it's not mandatory to keep always that right, inverted comma, but if you are keeping that is also, but you will understand it will give you error, but next time when you will run it will show correct way, right?
Mhm.
See, now all file are synced, and let's go on the second server and see what we have on this MNT folder. We have root folder. So now inside this root, we have all file, but not that test folder or this file ip.txt.gz. These files are not available on ls/mnt, and then what is this? Root. Okay, mnt root and root folder. See, we don't have that, right? So this is how you can also exclude it, right? Now, next thing is, this is very helpful, right? See, most of the
Mhm.
people use this rsync command for the backup and recovery, backup, transfer file from one location to another location. But 90% people use for this to take a backup or create automation backup and all these things, right? The work is to right, carry file from one location to another location or from one server to another location. It's your choice how you can use it, right?
Mhm.
Now sync to directory, synchronization to directory, making destination to be exact copy of the source. So in that case, see here. So now let's suppose we just wanted to take backup on daily basis, right? And here we are running this command, red hat, it's syncing. Okay, see, we have you seen the difference? Here we have not used slash, and in last we have used slash. That's why it's created ls/mnt root under root. See, two files are created, right? So let's delete this rm-rf and run the same command with slash, and you will see the difference here, right? Here root slash. So if you will use slash here, use slash in the last. Understand? This command will sync everything from root folder to this root folder. But if you want to take root folder backup under this root, you can remove this like this, right? So it will copy this root folder under this root folder, means it will create one more root file. And if you use slash, it will just replicate same folder from root to root. Okay, see, done. Now go on second server, do ls here again. See, now only one root folder is there, right? And let's run ls-l. See the difference. Here on the remote server where we have a created backup, all file are created with which user? nscloud. But let's go on the server and see what is the owner of these files. Root, and only one folder is there with the name of ns. So in that case, if you want to preserve the permission, right, you have to use a small p also, right? Hyphen this small p in the options. In that case, what it will do, it will preserve the permissions. So let's delete that because it is already copied. rm-rf and run this command again. And go here on server and do ls. So it's creating. Okay, it should create this. Okay, it's we are creating on the under user. That's why it's happening like this. Let's enable root. Okay, so let me check one thing. Rsync space -av ls. Okay, see, let's ls-l test one. Under this test one, every user is there root. Okay, so let's change one file permission. Ch on nscloud nscloud test one a.txt. All right. See, here we have nscloud and our sync space -av p capital P test one and then test two. What is ls-l test two? See, this also changed. So it preserved the permission. That's called preserve the permissions. All right. But in that user also, it was not synced with that particular user, right? We are using normal user. That's why it is syncing. But if you want to sync the permission, you have to define capital P also. Okay, so let's see the delete one. Okay, so let's suppose you just wanted to copy here. So let's remove this exclude options. If you want, you can also keep, right? Same. If you want to see, it is same. We are syncing, it will not sync any file. It is saying only change log. All right. So let's do one thing here. Let's delete one file called my file. rm my file. Right? We have deleted this one. So what happened? We have deleted from this location, but we have same file on our server. See, till now we have not added -- delete options. My file is deleted already. This change log is coming again because one cron is running, so that file are getting modified again and again. All right. So see, we have run the same command rsync space avpp space -- exclude ip attack. And let's go on the second server and see mnt root. We have this my files here, right? But this my file is not available on the first server, right? So what is happening? It's sending incremental data. But in some case, let's suppose requirement is there. I just wanted to create a replica of my existing server or existing directory. In that case, what I will do, I will add -- delete in the same command. -- delete, right? So what will happen? It will also create a replica. Doesn't matter on the look yours, just like current directory, whatever is the replica in the current directory is there, it will do. So see, now deleted this file. So let's suppose we are going on the server here and creating one file, touch mnt root ttt, and let's run that same command again. See what happened? It's deleted ttt2, right? Understand? So if you will use -- delete, right? So it will create a replica of your current source directory on the destination directory. if any extract folder will be there or file will be there, it will delete. If anything will be added, it will add. Okay, so it will create the exact replica of your current directory, whatever directory you have. Now, copy from remote with SSH and port. In that case, how you will use? Just like we was doing through port number in SCP command. So in rsync, because rsync is also use SSH only, but you have to define that SSH port through this format, right? So what you
Hmm.
have to do, the same command. Let's remove this, all these options. These are very big options. You understand this delete or exclude options, right? So let's suppose, okay, now I just wanted to copy things from port number, right? And I just wanted to define. So see, still it is asking for the password, and we also have a key, right? We also have a key nscloud. How I can use this key to copy file from rsync command, right? So in that case, you have to use same command space -e command is used. -e command means you can say you have to define or you have to execute, the key file, right? So here we have to remove. Okay, so we have to remove key. So SSH space, right? Hyphen P is used for the port number. So 22. Okay, so you have to run command like this. You can define port in the format, and you can add anything, right? Let's suppose you want to add a key. So in that scenario, what you have to do? SSH command is there. You have to define -i, and then nscloud, because nscloud is the key name which is already available in the current directory. So you can define -key. So any command which you want to execute through SSH, you will use -e. This -e means execute, means during this rsync command, we are executing this SSH-i nscloud means to accept the key. Okay. Great. Now, dry run simulation, just like somehow you just wanted to know, I just wanted to see the command, what file will be transferred. You can also use -dry-run command, right? Without actual copy, it will not copy. So let's go on the server 2 and delete this rm-rf mnt root folder and g in ls plus mnt. So see, now root folder is not there. Okay, and let's go on the server, use -dry-run dry run, right? See, it will show you all file and folder. What will happen? See, sending incremental data, it will show the exact output. Whatever will happen, it will show you exact things. And after running this command, what will happen? It will show everything. But see, on server, second server, mnt slash, you will not see that data, right? Because you just run a dry run. You did not do in actually, you just did the practice. Okay, so here it is saying dry run. Okay, clear? Copy only newer file, right? Let's suppose you just wanted to copy only updates. So see, -update, right? -update means you have created any update and you don't want to just copy all file. you can also define hyphen update only, right? Let's see the difference. Hyphen I, sorry, A, B, P, capital P, dragon, let's remove dragon. Okay, that file got copied, right? So in your root folder here, if you want to update the file only here with hyphen update, right? So it will copy only those files which got any kind of update, right? Just like you run touch command and see touch my file, right? We run my file and run the command again. See what will happen. It's only send that my file. Okay. So whatever file, if that file will be updated, it will update. If that file is not updated, it will not update. And also, this is the default option. Either you use hyphen update or either don't use. That is, doesn't matter, right? If you run the touch command, it will update. See, right? So this is the default option also in rsync command with rsync. So by default, it's saying send the, what you can say, it send the updated file and incremental file, right? Rsync only send incremental file by default. Okay. Now, so many other options is also there, right? So bandwidth also you can define. Let's suppose you have your current bandwidth and you just wanted to define, right? Let's suppose your internet Ethernet bandwidth is 100 Mbps, right? For your networking port, means your Ethernet, and you have a big file around in TB, right? If you small, see this bandwidth and all, you will never use for the small files or 1 GB, 2 GB, 10, 20 GB data, right? Where you can use this bandwidth, if you have a bigger file in TB, just like let's suppose you have 5 TB, 10 TB data, right? To take a backup. And if you will run that rsync command, right, for 10 TB backup, it will take too much time, means it can take a day also, depending on your internet or depending on your bandwidth, where you are trying to copy all these things, it will take too much time. So it will keep busy that entire network, and it will consume all the network, whatever possibility is there, it will consume all the bandwidth, right? So in that case, what you can do, you can define, let's suppose, right, as an administrator, definitely you will know what is the your bandwidth. Yeah, that is not your work, that is the network administrator work. But definitely you can ask him, hey, what is the bandwidth of our current network? He can tell 1000 Mbps or whatever is there. So during the transfer, you can define, okay, from 1000 bandwidth, you define only 500, right? So that it will consume only 500 bandwidth of your network. It will not avoid it. So what will be the benefit? The benefit will, you will not face any kind of challenge in your environment, like user will not complain, hey, server is going very slow, server is behaving very slow, because during the copy, your most of the CPU utilization will be right, covered in that rsync, if it is a big file. So in that duration, network also will be collapse. So people will start facing issue. Their website will not work. They will not able to respond immediately. All these things issue will happen. So in that scenario, you can define the bandwidth limit to specific whatever you have in your network. Okay. Next, copy file with specific SSH key. So we already covered. If you want to copy, you have to use rsync space -e SSH -i id underscore rsa.pem, means your key file. And after that, username @source path and then destination path, right? Or like this, right? SSH and copy ID, source path and destination path. So it's also work vice versa, right? It also work vice versa. Just like if you want to copy any file, anything from remote to your local, you can also do the same thing, right? Like this. You just have to change the source and destination. Now source will become a remote file and destination will become your local area, right? MNT and then root, right? You just copy from there to here. ls MNT, check MNT. You will get root folder here, right? Understand? So
Yeah.
rsync and SCP both are there, but rsync is more powerful than SCP command. And the best part, you can also use it as a local copy command. Just like in place of copy, also you can use rsync if you want to, if you are taking any backup and all, right? Normally, people take backup CP. If they want to create a backup of local folder or file, what they do? They create CP command, right? Sorry, CP command, just like test one and then test two, right? CP space -r, sorry, rf, right? So they have to use like this. So in this place, you can also use rsync command like this. -ab like this. If you don't want to use b, you can just use like this, right? AVP, capital P. So normally I use this. And if you want to use compression, you can define Z also, right? In the same command. If you don't want to use V, you can use this one. Understand? It will create a compression. So you can use all options in one hyphen, or either you can in same command you can also use like this -p -z. This will also work. This is same command. Understand? Options
Yeah.
you can use either separate, or either you can use in the single.
Okay.